the Istanbul Protocol, of course, the first version was groundbreaking in terms of the idea of standardizing the way that we collect evidence from survivors of torture for the purpose of justice mechanisms. And the 2022 update really delved a little bit more deeply into areas that were not covered as well in the original version, and namely part one of them was sexual violence and sexual torture, and the other part, more specifically, is an evaluation, the evaluation of children. But I think one of the great benefits of the Istanbul Protocol is the ability to structure the way we do these evaluations. And I speak as a physician from the medical legal perspective. This is a skill. It's an acquired skill. Every health professional can acquire this skill. This is not something that's unbelievably difficult, but you do need to be trained in how to do that. And that the reason is that this is very different from a regular physical examination when you document physical and mental health signs for the purpose of a medical diagnosis or for the purpose of treatment. There are differences between these two types of processes and procedures. And, it's not a surprise that health professionals around the world, when they go to medical school or nursing school or other types of school, are not trained in how to collect the evidence in such a way that would help the objectives of the Istanbul Protocol, which include having evidence that is admissible in court for justice mechanisms, among other objectives. When we train health professionals in working with the Istanbul Protocol as the framework, we see that there's more of a standardization in the way that they interview survivors of torture and sexual torture, and that there's a standardization in the way that it's documented and written up. And there's a very, very specific purpose here. It's not that a health professional can say, I saw that survivor of sexual torture and I certify that that person had undergone what they purport to have undergone. The whole notion of the Istanbul Protocol is the corroboration of the clinical findings, be their physical findings, be their mental health findings, and the narrative of the survivor or the patient, depending on the context in which you see them. And so it is a way of bringing the two together and saying that as an expert, as a medical professional, as a health professional, it is your opinion, after years of training, that you can corroborate the consistency of the narrative of the individual with your physical findings.